Activity 7 will be Exponent Experts Part 2 from the first unit, a recap of grade 8 skills in number sense. So let's consider the zero exponent. We're going to go back to a quotient of powers to see if we can figure out what a zero exponent is. So let's consider 10 to the fourth divided by 10 to the fourth. Well, in quotient form, that's 10 in a repeated multiplication 4 times on top, divided by the same thing, 4 tens in a repeated multiplication. The rule for dividing powers with same base says keep the base the same, 10, and subtract the exponents, 4 subtract 4. However, we know the result of this division has to be 1. Anything divided by itself equals 1. But in power form, this would be 10 to the 0. 10 to the 4 subtract 4. What about 10 squared divided by 10 squared? Again, we would have 10 to the 2 subtract 2 according to our law for dividing powers, but we know it has to be 1, anything divided by itself. Law for dividing powers would give us 10 to the 0. What about 6 to the 4th divided by 6 to the 4th? Again, we would get 6 to the 4 subtract 4. We know it has to equal 1 because anything divided by itself is 1, but the law would give us 6 to the 0. What about 2 divided by 2? That would be 2 to the first divided by 2 to the first. Has to equal 1 because we know 2 divided by 2 is 1, and it would be 2 to the 0. So what we see is any number to the exponent 0 has to equal 1. A to the 0 equals 1 no matter what a is. Some examples: x to the 0 equals 1. 562 to the 0 equals 1. Negative 17 in brackets to the exponent 0 still equals 1. But if we have negative 17 to the exponent 0 and the negative is outside of our bracket, it's not part of the base. So this means negative times whatever 17 to the 0 is, which means negative times 1. So negative 1.